types of aircraft, usually biplanes with very simple systems of fixed landing gear and other very simple ways to learn to fly an airplane. If the cadets survived that first phase of training, the Army Air Force called it a BT, from a BT, primary trainer, to a BT. And if he survived that part of it, as the pilot maker. Jim Lavelle rolls the airplane on the track with a huge barrel roll. Jim Lavelle was using the ailerons, the rudder, the elevators, and the throttle to start and stop that maneuver at the same altitude and airspeed. Very, very simple-looking maneuver to roll around an imaginary spot in the sky and do it all with about 1 G throughout. Jim Lavelle pulled it off. He was born and raised in Troy, Ohio, the home of the great Waco Aircraft Company, or what they call the Weaver Aircraft. They made a lot of civilian aircraft as well as military trainers. Jim Lavelle completes the 4-point hesitation roll. Let's watch for the aircraft nose to come up. Coming over the top again with a loop. Shooting up about 2,000 feet of altitude. He'll pull back on the stick, and he'll experience about 4 times the force of gravity. Now, 4 G's is equal to 4 times what we normally would weigh. A 200-pound man standing in place here on the Earth weighs 200 pounds. At 2 G's, that 200-pound man would weigh 400 pounds. 3 G's, 600 pounds. 4 G's, 800 pounds. So everything gets a lot heavier. Now let's watch here as Jim Lavelle, in his North American Texan aircraft, this is the advanced trainer, the pilot maker, displays part of the airplane that you don't see right now. He's going to take his left hand, reach for a handle, and extend the landing gear. There it is. Now at this point, the airplane becomes really mushy because the landing gear is sticking out of the slipstream, and there's a lot of turbulence right in the wheel wells, so Jim Lavelle's got to be real careful. He's going to bring it in on runway 7 for us here, and I hope you'll join me in a round of applause for Jim Lavelle. You'll be able to do that again later, too, but let's hear it. Say, I salute you, kids of Central Indiana. Thank you, all of you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here today and supporting Central Indiana Children's Charities. For those of you who are down along the taxiway, we've gotten some of our warbirds on their way to be taxiing in, but there's also a motorcycle out there. Sometimes we use motorcycles to marshal airplanes. Not today. What we're going to try today is a little sibling rivalry. Headed out to the runway right now is brother David Worth. They're going to do a little race.
Okay, again, getting those cameras up. We're going to get the T6 individual flyby photo passes here, one at a time, as we have an overhead pass from right to left. We are coming and going here at the Indianapolis Air Show. The aircraft are in formation, and following a little bit far behind. We do have a C-45 there, a nice pass by that PB2 Hard Cocoon, and it has a real quiet sound compared to some of these others due to the ducting of the exhaust, and then the big double-bladed propellers on that sort of low sound like this one. Up the left, C-45.
Has earned a global reputation for high quality and performance-proven aviation solutions. Goodyear Tires, another of her sponsors. With retreads, radial tires, yep, that's what they've got. The best in aircraft tires from Goodyear. Hooker Harness, the harness that will save lives. Airflow Performance for the best in throttle body performance. MT Propeller, USA. The blades of this propeller by MT in Germany. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give Jackie Warnell a big round of applause. Just a little wag. She also wants to thank American Propeller and Eagle Engines, Paraphernalia, Salty Parachutes, Concord Batteries, Oregon Aero Incorporated, Fidello HD Sunglasses, Pilates Shoes, Sky. Do 5/8 of a loop. Roll the airplane upright and do the same thing in the opposite direction. It's called the Cuban 8. Too low at the top of a loop to complete it safely, he rolled out just like Kirk and James did, and did the same thing in the opposite direction. At the end of the routine, they asked him what it was, and since he was training Cuban Air Force pilots to fly aerobatics, and the name has stuck for over 70 years. Over they go. Watch, Zero G. She's floating there on the top wing. Jane Wicker, a single mom from Bristow, Virginia, with 2 teenage sons. Relationships in all of our business, she is working with her ex-husband. This is the Barnstormers that Jane Wicker is. Off the deck. Does the spiraling tower on the left-hand side of the aerobatic box that slows it down to 0 airspeed, hanging it on the prop. Now he'll let the nose fall through the horizon. A quick 3/4 roll to the right, and he'll dive right back down towards center, show center on our 500-foot line. He'll reach speed on the right side up. There's a 10G pull to the vertical. Let's give it up for Tim Weber. stops, flattens it up. And he's got to fly.
No.
Tim Weber performing I Gotta Fly. Let's give him a big round of applause, everybody, as he continues to fly this aerobatic routine. He is brought to you today by Geico, the third largest private auto insurer. Over 13 million vehicles and provides 24-hour service, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. One 15-minute call to Geico really could save you 15% more on your auto insurance. Call today for a fast rate quote online. Go to geico.com. Power Aviation Insurance, air-rated performance filters, MT Propeller, Lycon, Champion Aerospace, Salty Parachutes, and Oregon Aero. Just as free